Hey guys, welcome to QuadS Trading, and in this video here we're just going to go over the trades of October the 14th of that week. This was actually a pretty crazy week. We saw tons of 100%ers, 500%ers, 800, thousands, and we actually saw one that was 4,500%, and that was drug. And drug, if you were to follow our strategy, you would have lost out max $200 on a stock that went up 4,500%. So that's why you have to have a strategy, and you do have to set up a stop loss, or else you can blow up your account easily when you're short selling. And that's why people are scared of short selling. Sorry about that. Wow, that's why people are scared of short selling. But like I said, if you have a strategy and you follow it, and you're not like chasing some stocks, you will do just fine. We do have a Discord channel, so head over there. It's a nice little community that we started. It is fairly new, and that's why we are offering a lifetime membership if you sign up with the course. The educational course is $250. It does teach you the strategy, what we call an SS1 and an SS2 entry. It tells you when to get in, when to get out for the max amount of profit. And it also gives you access to our scanners on Discord and our stock analyzer for lifetime for now. In 6 to 12 months from now, I will remove the lifetime membership, and you will have to buy the course and pay monthly to be part of the group. But you can totally just pay the buy the course and do things on your own. But having a community makes things a lot easier. And in my opinion, $250 to learn how to short sell the way we do is extremely cheap. But besides that, do subscribe, hit the like button, because I will be posting our weekly trades. Last week I did miss it because I had a lot going on, and there wasn't that many trades. It was a pretty slow week, but we did have trades every day, nonetheless. But anyways, yeah, head over to my Discord, send me a message there, QuadS Trading, and we'll chat there. We can also do like live calls if you are kind of interested, but you're like, hey, what's this all about? I can definitely do a live call, and I can show you around all of our special channels. So if you do join the server, you will not see all of the elite traders special channels. You only see whatever like a member sees. So a lot of people like join in and they're like, hey, there's nothing here, and they get out. But anyways, head to my Discord, enough talking about it, and send me a private message. So let's get started. RANI pumped, entries in this area here, you close in this area here. So let's just go like this. $38 win on 100 shares. Now if you have a bigger account and you short 200 shares, just double up on the number. So that would have been now what, 78, 76, $76. And then our strategy, there would have been no entry here, so you would not have gotten burned up here, right? Some people are like, get in here, the price comes down like this, they don't get out, right back up, and then they get screwed. Not us. We have a very tight strategy. We only short one of two strategies, an SS1 or an SS2. It's the exact same pattern, just a different entry. Nonetheless, this one here is a nice little $36 win. XPON on the 14th. Now, some people got into this one, some people didn't, just because it had about like a 20% short interest. That is extremely high, and sometimes those ones are the one that can go like crazy high just because there's so much short interest, and the guys who are shorting a long term, that's like a long term shorts, like short interest would not be what we short. Like our shorts would not be included in the short term, in the short interest, because that's long term and us is short term. Wow, that was a lot more complicated than it should have been. Either way, this one right here, enter in this area here, get out here, $75 win, roughly. BNZI. This one here is one that we actually got stopped out, but we took the trade later on for a profit. So sometimes the stock will go up, especially these ones here, because these ones are nanofloats. Nanofloats, they usually do that double pump, usually. But this week, none of them did, or barely any of them did. But see this double pump like this, that's your nanofloats. Knowing that, I always wait for that double pump. Entry is either here or here. Either way, pop it like this. $134 for that one there, or $160 for that one there. So yeah, so usually the floats, we wait for that double pump. HOTH, that one here is a very tiny win. There wasn't a lot of profit margins here, but I actually took this one here myself. We entered up in this area here, and we covered right here for $15 per 100 shares. The reason why we don't really like these ones here, because for me to gamble, let's say $50 to make 15, don't like it. IMRX. This one here pumped in the pre-market. Our entry is anywhere here from here right down to this line here is $31. Like, we're talking like, what, 5, let's say your entry was right here. 5, 10, 15. Boom, 15 minutes, you're out. those are sweet. SGD. This one here was an anafloat, so nobody was able to locate this one. If I can find it. That's not it. This is it right here. See, it just pumps up, right back down. Nobody was able to locate it, but this is your entry right here, and a nice $208 win on 100 shares. Now, obviously, as I said, if you have 200 shares, you'd have doubled up, 420. PHUN. This one here, I actually took this one myself. This was on the 15th, I think. Yep. It pumps. You know, you enter anywhere in this area here, and you cover in this area here. And let's say like yeah, $100. It depends on where you enter, right? Sometimes if you enter a little bit earlier or a little bit after, the numbers are a little bit different, but that just gives you a rough idea. ADTX. Oh, that one here's down here. Let's just zoom in. Oh, I don't know why. As soon as there's that purple line above it, when you double click on that, it zooms up to like that purple line. All right, so this one here, entry is anywhere here. Pop, pop, another $36 within what, 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, within like 45 minutes. Boom, a nice little, what, $36 when I said? Yep. Now, BDRX. You get these once in a while, and these things are the money makers. So essentially, it pumps, you take the position right here. My account is too small. I only have a 1,500, well, it was 1,500 the Monday of last week on the 14th. But that week I did a 30% return, so my account's now in the 2,025 range. So in 1 week, my account went up 30%. I could have done 50 shares here, you know, just dumb it right down, but essentially it goes from here all the way down to here. This trade here would have been a killer of a trade of $760 for 100 shares. Crazy. Now, if you missed this entry here, you could have entered here. You could have entered here. You could have entered here. Anywhere in this position. And you would have still had a nice little $485 win. This one here was awesome. It was very nice. VS. This one here. Let's have a look at it. Yeah, so obviously this entry here is not an entry because it's too early for me. I wake up at 6:30, and sometimes those later entries do save you, because you would have been definitely stopped out on this one. And yeah, waking up at like starting trading at 6:30 did save me on a lot of trades, including this one here. Kind of, because I took it in this area here, and it still shot up. So once in a while, you do have stocks that pump at open. A lot of them also tank at open. So some people like to gamble. This one here was one of those loss. However, let's say you had a loss of $100, right? Max stop loss is $100. So your stock goes up $1 right here. Boom, you're out here. Well, you go back up and you take it right here, right? That's a trade. That nice red line. You take that all the way down to here. That's $478 minus your 100 for stop loss. You're still up $378. So even though you get stopped, you just take it later. Now, if you would have, obviously, if you missed that one or you didn't notice it was there, you would have entered anywhere in this area here. You would have made still 153 minus your 100. You would still have $53. So even though you stopped out, this one is a win. ATNF. This one here is a nano float. So unfortunately, we were not able to locate it. You have to locate it like right here for the nano floats. And like right here, sure, it could be a trade, but it may not be a trade. So to spend, you know, $2 to $5 to locate here, some people don't like that, but then they just can't take the trade at all. I try to locate just about everything unless it's like ridiculous price, and at the end of the day, $488 for this trade. Or let's say, for example, you entered here, you would have stopped out here because your stop loss is $1 or $2. In the $10 range, we tried to do a $2 stop loss, which it did get hit, so you would have lost $200. You would have taken it back here. You know, 498. So let's say 500 minus your $200 stop loss, you would have made $300. But that's a nano float. Nano floats, they kind of like go up and down like this quite a bit. VSME. This was also a really nice win. Just as a System 1 trade, pop, pop, pop right here, and then you cover right here, $300. STAF, this one here was a nano float. Poop, it popped up. Unfortunately, I was not able to locate it. Well, for one, I'm not even awake at this time anyways. This was the trade was right here. Because I'm awake here. I'm not awake in this over here. Pop. Pop, $266. NIXX. This one here, if you were awake, you have taken it right here. Now these entries here are your big money makers, so sometimes people set a little bit more of a bigger stop loss. You know, they're willing to risk a little bit more. So this one here, you know, if you say your stop loss was $300 on this one here, you have not been stopped out. You would have went all the way down to here. Okay. If, for example, you had a stop loss of $200, you would still like 200. You would have got stopped out. $100, you would have got stopped out. But you wait for that to come back. You would have taken it right here, or you could have taken it right here. You got stopped out again. You could have taken it right here. Either way, this from here to here is your trade. It's $500. So if you got stopped out $100 twice, you would have made $300. If you would have stopped out of your $200 trade twice, you would have made $100. And if you had a stop loss of $300, which some people do, you would have made the full $500. So that one just depends on your strategy for your stop losses. This one here is also a nano float, and as I said, nano floats go up and down, up and down, up and down. Let's have a look here. Yeah, so your entry would have been anywhere in this area here. Okay, so let's just say it was right here. The stock goes up, so you would have been stopped out right here at the $1 stop loss, or at the 200, depending on which one you decide to use. You know, you could have and that's not an entry. All this here is not an entry. Let's say their next entry would have been right here in this area here. So if you did stop out 200, you would have made up $38. So a lot of the ones that we actually get stopped out, we make our money back at a later time. This one here, see it pumps, it comes up. Your entry is right in this area here, and you cover right here, $86. And VTAK, this is the last one on Friday that we did. This one here is an entry here. Now, if you have done a 50-cent stop loss because your share is under $2, you would have had a stop loss right there. Boom, just to say you got out. If you did 100, you would not have got out, and you would have made your trade right here from here all the way down to here for $32. If you did get stopped out of a $50 trade, your entry would have been in this position, in this area here, and you would have gotten $43 on this trade. So you only have lost $7. Not a big deal. One loss out of, let's say what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. About 20 trades. So out of 20 trades, you lose one. It's not that bad. Not that bad. So anyways, head over to my Discord. Do subscribe. Check out the stuff that we have there for you guys. If you guys are into short selling, which I love short selling. The reason why I like short selling so much, you just gotta look left, right? Let's say we're here in time. You just gotta look left on the chart. Oh, hey, it's pumping. There will be a short opportunity. Whether if you're going long, you look like this. You're like, or even down here is a better idea. Better thing is you're like, hey, which one's gonna go up, and then you have to like gamble on which stock is gonna pump based on news, Reddit, you know, X, whatever you want, whatever you use to get your your stocks that may pump. If they don't, well, you're not making money, and if they tank, well, you're losing money. This one here is very simple. You look left, it pumps, wait for the setup, short it, cover, boom, you're in. So anyways, see you in the Discord, and we'll also see you in the next one.